Okay, my name is Wendy Hoffman. I'm spring of 25 and this is my flush and dressing change video. I would look up and verify my orders and check my company's or my facility's policy and procedure on what I would be doing that day. Then I'd go see my patient. Hi, Mr. Smith. My name is Wendy. I'm going to be your nurse today. Can you tell me your name and date of birth? Do you have any allergies? No? Okay, great. I'm going to be changing your dressing on your neck today and flushing your line. I'm going to go wash my hands really quick. Wash my hands, close the curtain. Okay, Mr. Smith, I'm going to raise the bed to a working level. I have my garbage can for my supplies. I'm going to put Mr. Smith in a comfy position. Mr. Smith, can you keep your head turned toward me, like toward the window here, while I'm doing this? Okay, awesome. I'm going to have you wear a mask, and I'm going to wear a mask to make sure we don't contaminate anything while we're doing this drain change. Okay, I'm going to take my clean gloves. I'm going to visually inspect the insertion site through the dressing first. Mr. Smith, does this bug you at all? Okay. As soon as they deny it doesn't bug them and it's not red, irritated, anything like that. I'm going to hold down the line and slowly pull the dressing toward the insertion site from the side. Being careful not to dislodge the tube. Okay. I would take the wafer off, and here's my gloves. I would go wash my hands again. I would get my dressing change kit. I would open this up. I'm going to take out my sterile gloves. I'm going to sterile gloves on. Garbage. I would take the antimicrobial wipe out, and I would do in a circular motion around the insertion site, getting rid of any blood, crusties, goopies. Toss it. Take my chlorhexidine. I would crack it open, and then I'm going to go in back and forth motions 2 to 3 inches around the insertion site for at least 30 seconds. So I'm going to scrub a dub. Junk that. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to grab my wafer, put that on. I'm going to take my skin protectant and do the same area that I used the chlorhexidine wipe on with the same motion, being careful not to touch the antimicrobial wafer while I'm placing this on. So I'm going to put that on in that way. I'm going to take my dressing. Put that on. Make sure it's down good. I would be noting that the line was still secured in with a suture. I would check the measurements on the tubing. And then that procedure's done. Doing okay, Mr. Smith? I would place my lumens. So if something was running, I would clamp the tubing at this point, disconnect. I would get my flush supplies. I'm only going to do this on one lumen, and you would just repeat the same steps for any lumens after that they would have. So I'm going to take my lumen, take my cap off. I'll take my alcohol wipe. I'm reusing this one, so I would scrub it vigorously, get in all the nooks and crannies. And then discard it. But I'm reusing it, so I'm going to need another one. I would put the needleless connector on. I would take my saline flush and connect it to my needleless connector. And then I would unclamp it. And I would carefully start instilling the saline, and then I would pull back for blood return. If there's a positive blood return, then I can keep instilling my saline in like a pulsating motion for whatever is the prescribed amount I'm supposed to be flushing with. Okay, my saline's in. I would take that off, disregard it, grab my heparin, put that on, flush that, get rid of my heparin. And then I would take the needleless connector and then I would scrub it. Stick a new end cap on. And then I would open back up my clamp. If something was running, I'd connect that, open back up my clamp, make sure that it was running at the prescribed infused rate. Okay, Mr. Smith, that was all I needed. I would take my pen, write my initials and date on the dressing for the change. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Smith. I would take everything off. I would clean up my area, throw all the stuff in the garbage. I would wash my hands and lower the bed back to a regular level. Hand on his call bell. If you need anything, Mr. Smith, don't hesitate to ring for me. Make sure he is comfortable, and then I would go and chart my procedure, how the patient tolerated it, and that would be it.